Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I thought it would be interesting to make a video. I'm completely distracted by what's happening outside. So I'm in the UK and we're within an hour of the new moon having hit. And pretty much as soon as it hit, we went from rain, grey, cloud to what is now a very windy, stormy, sunny happening. And pretty much as soon as it hit, I was with a thought, which I allowed to just run, which then resulted in emotional clearing. So it came out of nowhere as Uranus opposing that moon. And so my heart is now doing something. It's also speaking to the higher heart and the throat. So there's an activation going on. So I thought it might be interesting to do a reading while I'm in this energy. And as ever, guys, I would love your feedback. Leave me a comment. I might leave gaps in the reading. So come in and fill the gaps with your musings and your intelligence and intuition. I love it when that happens, when we fuse together. Ah, lordy. It feels heavy for a new moon. I'm not going to lie, peeps. Very, very scorpionic. Feels like a little death cycle going on. That's interesting. Lordy. Oh, okay. Do we make this the Scorpio card in the deck? So this is all 8th house, loyalty chains, promises, contracts, agreements, entanglements, shared resource. And that hound coming in. This is interesting. Yeah, and here I get the moon. I get the moon card here and the digesting of the past and kind of absorption of the light, the absorption of a new truth. So it's kind of, what's the word? Ingesting, realizing, integrating the sword that we've been pulling up out of ourselves since summer. Yeah, no, right, okay. Since I think since about October, the level of soul retrieval work I've been doing with clients has just gone off a cliff. The deepest depths to reclaim the highest expression. Very emotional. And that's what I get here. Yeah, it screams Gemini. But what I'm getting is the twins, the alignment to the higher self, the alignment to the uninitiated soul. It's like the uninitiated soul, self-protection, dual natures. Yeah, this feels like a game changer. My throat chakra is really opening up here. Wow, you can look at it both ways as well. Full moon, new moon, the emptying of the petrol gauge. It's like we here on Earth have told the story, the truth, over and over and over again until we're like energetically depleted of spiritual truth. It's just become like a mind truth, a logical truth, an adapted truth, a conventional truth. And this is like the higher self coming in, going, look, my tank's full, come. My tank is full, come. So it speaks to receiving and how we receive love and nurturing and naturing. In potentially some miser withholding energy. This is deep Scorpio. This is deep Scorpio, the part of the self that is most starving, is what it feels like. That is most starving. Stubbornness and inflexibility can actually lead us to withhold life from ourselves, withhold love from ourselves. Yeah, but what's the antithesis of that, Chrissy? Well, stepping into vulnerability and learning to trust yourself. They are the mechanics of emotional intelligence, is to reach into that which makes you vulnerable rather than that which makes you strong. Strong, as we understand it, is a bit of a myth. Vulnerability is the real strength, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to go to whatever these are. Black Moon Astrology. Speak to me. Oh, stop it. I can't even with this. Good Lord, we've got 3 big hitters here. Okay, right. We have Mercury, which traditionally is the ruler of Gemini. But as Mercury just moved into Sag, I think Mercury has just moved into Sagittarius. Okay, the message I get with this is it's like you're going to have to listen a little bit harder. You're going to have to tune in a little bit more, because as we take these steps deeper and deeper into the unknown, rather than just leaping and I know what that is, what we're doing is we're practicing the mechanics of, oh, I don't quite know where I am, I'm not getting anything, da 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 da. And that will challenge the intellectual mind to come in and adjust, make it fit, rather than just staying in this mercurial, oh my God, where am I? I don't know. It's the truth, I don't know. So as we stay with the not knowing and stay with the not knowing, and the not knowing is kind of standing there, Mercury is standing there, we build tenacity, we build strength, we build vulnerability, we definitely build self-trust, all in these baby steps where we think nothing's happening. We're getting stronger, wiser, more relaxed, just sitting more deeply into our soul, till we can go and have a conversation with Mercury. Okay. And with Mercury, we have Uranus, which is, oh, yeah, I want to question that. Mercury is sold as the higher octave. Sorry, Uranus is sold as the higher octave of Mercury. What happens if we question that? Okay. So what I get with this is the God mind, where there is no fairness as we understand it. There is no justice as we understand it. Ah, thank you. Oh, that's shifting some energy. Justice as we understand it. Right, friends. Did anybody used to watch Friends? Do you remember that episode where Phoebe was striving to do a good deed selflessly? She couldn't do it and she didn't pull it off because every good deed she did gave her the big stroke, which is codependency. And so can we conceive of a God mind? I use the word advisedly. There isn't a religious chromosome in me. It's like the mind beyond geometry. It's like the mind beyond human morality, the mind beyond that narcissistic need to be seen, felt, met, heard, stroked. It's just cold God mind. Uranus is, I don't care if it's not fair. So what's that going to do? It's going to test boundaries. That wasn't fair. Define fair. We questioned dignity, did we not, in the last video or two? I think I should end the reading there. It's a good job I have little time. I have little time again this week, guys. Bear with me. While I'm with Pluto, I'm not quite fully back to full health. And so I'm just banking all of my energy for my clients. And I know you'll understand. I'll try and do the community post or maybe squeeze in a quick video where I can, but bear with me. Yeah. Oh, God. What if this is about a hugely potent soul alignment? Pluto, Sol, Uranus, the God mind, coming into harmony and alignment. A lot of energy, guys. So, underlying story is slow down, is definitely slow and slow. Right, this is beautiful. Okay, so we have water. We're in the season of fixed water, okay? So the fixed water is melting and there are little puddles forming. There might be gushing torrents, waterfalls, but memory being released. If you check my community tab, I posted some gorgeous photos of cobwebs, the revelation, the revealing, the web that I couldn't see with my naked eye. So water element is sensing that's the slow journey. That's completely on your terms. That's where you turn back into yourself. And, you know, these energies with Mars opposing Uranus, yeah, it could be incendiary. It could be flashpoint. And in the world at large, which I'm not going to speak to, that could look like a big event. But in the mind, fire meets mind, that could be incendiary. So these messages, sixth house, routine, slow down and think about it. Because Virgo wants to build, sixth house is Virgo, wants to build according to the divine blueprint. Virgo is such a sensitive, beautiful, feminine, aligned energy at her highest vibration. And there's a question here. There's a question here posed by Uranus about, but what beyond sacred geometry that we understand? What beyond the angles or the angels that we understand? Just that, slow. Saturn, I believe, is now direct in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces has been amazing. I have really enjoyed the Saturn in Pisces. It's really helped me to get a handle on, well, Zeta Ophiuchi, the deep mystery of what Zeta wants to bring to the world. And Saturn has just really sat me down and helped me formulate. So Saturn now goes direct in Pisces. Fire, inverted. My cards tend to be all the right way up, so I'm reading it inverted. That to me says slow down. Okay, slow down. Where is your desire coming from? If you act in haste and in desire, where is that? It's birthing, fusing, birthing the blueprint here. 3710-1. Where is that desire coming from? Because it's coming from egoic need. Then we'll create the same thing and call it something different, is what I'm going to say. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I have to dash, and I'm going to go to whatever this deck is. Most of my decks are listed in the description box. My contact details are in the description box. Okay, I just want to notice that they landed like a feather. I didn't even see them come out or hear them land. They landed like a feather. Yeah. Okay. I'm being invited just briefly to speak to the 1111 gateway. And as I tuned into the gateway on the 11th of the 11th, I just got Mars. So Mars is sitting at that 2211. So we have a numerological code of 3 master numbers. We have 11, 22, 33. And the 1111 code was actually a 1111, which gives the same numbers. So the year code is 7. And then we have 1111, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 gives you the third 11. So in 11, 22, and 33 is that Mars and Day gateway code. Okay, and to reiterate, something coming through about androgynous Mars. More will come when it comes, but that's how I'm picking Mars energy up. It's androgynous. And the cards to close. Sweetness of surrender. Dolce far niente. The sweetness of doing nothing. So this is Venus. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. Okay, that's a bit bumper stickery, but if you're doing what you love, are you in love? Okay, or are they words? This is the challenge, to connect to the joy. Joy is an energetic frequency. If we talk about it and don't feel it, we've got to look at that and notice it and catch it. Oh, actually, I'm just talking a good fight here. Am I in my joy as I'm talking about? Make that the question for today. Am I in my joy as I'm talking about it? Because the surrender into the sweetness of joy is the challenge to see that actually the fuel tank is on empty. And we're talking a good fight. Scorpio season. I'm not going to put buttercream on this. It is what it is. Earth school. Life lessons. Soul growth. Hello, Pluto. Hello, Scorpio. Study higher learning. Definitely. Rest and recumber. Is that like cucumber? Recumbent. Rest and recumbent. Rest. Lifting the veil. Question everything. Anything unaligned must go. But how do I know? Go to your body. Your body will tell you. Well, your body will tell you if you're in your truth or not. That's it. That's it. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Do all the clicky things and drop me a comment. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Lots of love.